everyone, it's me Sarifa, and today we are going to learn about materials and solutions. Okay, so let's start at a glance. A type of mixture formed as a result of mixing two substances is known as a solution. So a type of mixture, just a moment, students. So a type of mixture which is formed as a result of mixing two substances is known as a solution. Now, any of the two substances are mixed. Suppose you mix sand and water, you get a sand solution. Okay, it's known as a solution, and it must be a homogeneous mixture. You will learn. Okay, in your higher classes, it must be a homogeneous mixture. And what is the meaning of homogeneous mixture? Meaning that that it must have the two quantities should be miscible, and it must have same amount of the quantity which is present over same quantity, okay, which is present over there. Now the substance that dissolves is known as the solute. Okay, so here sand is a solute, and the substance in which the solute dissolves is known as a solvent. Usually the liquid one is a solvent and the solid one is a solute. Okay, the substance taken in lesser quantity is a solute, and the substance taken in larger quantity is a solvent. The solute plus solvent is solution. Okay. Now, substances that dissolve completely are known as soluble substances. Okay. So the substances which are dissolving, suppose salt. Okay, with sugar. No, sorry, salt with water. Suppose it's mixing completely. It's not leaving any residue. It's not leaving some salt behind. Okay, it's mixing completely, and thus salt will be a soluble substance. And substances which do not dissolve are called insoluble substances. So which are not mixing at all, like sand and salt, or mud or sand and water, mud or water. They're leaving residue behind. They're leaving some mud or some salt, or some sand behind. Okay, these are insoluble substances. Now we have to separate insoluble as well as soluble substances to gain the pure substance. And therefore we have certain methods discovered by humans which do so. Okay, like which are used for separating out all these substances. Now sedimentation, decantation and filtration are such methods. Now evaporation method is used to separate soluble substances. Okay, so these are used to insoluble substances are separated through this, and soluble substances are separated through this. Just a minute, I will come to terms to know. Okay, important terms. Just a moment. Now, solution, the type of liquid mixture in which two or more substances are mixed evenly. So, a liquid mixture in which two or more substances are evenly mixed. Okay, S plus S is equal to S. It means solute plus solvent is equal to solution. Okay, it's a liquid mixture. Okay, solute is substance that get dissolves. Okay, it's solid. Okay, solvent, substance in which the solute get dissolves. Okay, solubility, the ability of substance to dissolve. So how much substance is able to dissolve is known as solubility. Okay, insoluble, not able to dissolve. Some substances are like barely soluble, like they are like most of this residue is left behind. They are known as insoluble substances. Now sedimentation, the process of settling down at the bottom. Decantation, drawing out the clear portion from the top of the solution after sedimentation. Filtration, separation of two substances by passing a solution to filter paper. Okay, now just learn the definitions. If we have in the infographs, then I will be able to show you. Evaporation, process of heating a liquid which turns into vapor or gas. You might have learned this in your matter chapter in your junior classes. Okay, infographs, just see. Now see very carefully. Some insoluble solutes, sand, stone or chalk powder. When you mix them with water, you see they are like they fall down to they settle at the bottom because they are not like they are not mixing very clearly, okay, so they fall down in the bottom, they settle in the bottom. Okay, these are insoluble solutes. Soluble solute, salt, sugar or soap powder. Better, soap is usually available in solid form, so don't write soap powder, better you write soda powder, okay, or soda, better you write soda, okay. So if we mix all this with water, okay, we get a complete solution. When we cannot see the salt, sugar or the soda anymore if we dissolve them with water, okay. They are like everywhere they are equal, okay. These are soluble salts. And next we have solution and its components. Now see, a solute is mixed in a solvent, okay. So here is water, suppose H2 you all don't know, right? Okay, wait, here is, suppose you have water over here, and here you have salt. Suppose you mix them together, okay, and then what do you get? Salt solution, right? You get no salt solution, okay. So solvent is the larger amount of quantity and solute is the small amount of quantity. Easy it is to remember. Now what is filtration? Filtration is a method of removing insoluble solid substances from a liquid. Now what it is done using filter paper, you all know this. Filter paper, what is the definition? Filter paper has tiny holes in it that allows only liquid to pass through it while retains insoluble substances on a filter paper. So see, if I put chalk water over here, the chalk will be left here and it is known as a residue, and here the filtrate will be collected, okay, in the glass, okay, or in the conical flask, whatever, okay. And here you have the funnel through which the filter paper, okay. Sedimentation and decantation, they are not shown at all, okay. So you can see it in your book for examples, okay. And now I give you a short question, and that is, suppose we are taking sugar and water, okay. So for example, take sugar and water and then use and then tell me which is the solute and which is the solvent. If I give you sugar solution, which is the solute, which is the solvent? Write down in the comment section below, okay. And just guess in the comment section below. I'll just give you a heart if you are right, and I'll give you a dislike if you are wrong, okay. Thank you so much. Goodbye.